Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Topic for today, adaptive frames and leveling up. Yeah? These are your adaptive frames. One of the way people are claiming to be the fastest way to level. A bulk of 99 gives me 108 XP. I disagree. And let me explain to you why. Have a look at this. See the difference? 871 XP. Almost 9 times faster on each click. So yeah, adaptive frames, it's not the fastest way to level. Neither is exterminating entire species of alien creatures on high-level planets, nor shooting pirates in space. It might be funnier, but once you get to above level 100 and your XP requirements are in the 15,000s and 16,000s, for me now is almost 17,000, if I have to do adaptive frames, it will take me about 170 clicks for each level. If I do the Rothicite Magnets, which I just showed you, that will be 20 clicks. If you don't have time or you want to do it yourself, you have your Rothicite Magnet. That is a unique manufacture component that requires rank 4 on your special projects. And I'm going to go into the skills in a bit, but you just reverse engineer the materials you need, go and extract your own resources, do it yourself. For everybody that wants to know how this is done, there's 2 skills that are mandatory for this to work. One is your special projects in the science, because this is going to unlock for you the unique components recipe. Mandatory. The second one is scanning. You might overlook this, I did. Rank 4 lets you detect unique inorganic resources on planets and moon surfaces. If you don't have this, I'm actually going to show you Rothicite, which is a unique raw material, which by the way is also present only in Carinae on the moon Carinae 3A. You might see it here, and it's going to be in the chemical table list, which means yes, this planet or this moon has this material. If you don't have scanning rank 4, Rothicite here will not show up and you'll go crazy trying to find it. These are 2 absolutely essential skills. However, I suggest taking to rank 2 at least, or rank 3, the planetary habitation. This is going to allow you to put more outposts down, and you will need at least 11, because there is a requirement of 11 materials, raw materials to extract just for the Rothicite Magnets recipe. Plus, you will need tungsten, you will need iron, you'll need aluminum, all the basic materials. So you'll need at least a couple more outposts to put down. So I suggest doing this as well. And then if you go in the tech tree for your ship payload, ship cargo holds 50% more capacity when you max rank it. And what this does, if you look at my ship, I have a cargo of 160,000, but in reality my cargo is only 110,000. With that boost, goes to 160,000. So there's much to be gained by ranking that up. Anyway, it's not essential. You could go that route, or you could go the personal atmosphere route that allows you to not consume stamina for a limited amount of time and have unlimited inventory, which also works. Whichever you prefer. I prefer the ship, simply because I can fast travel from anywhere, which is a lot easier. Here I have a list of all the components that you need. So if you want to do it yourself and you want to explore the galaxy and find planets where there's everything, this is what you're searching for. Antimony, cobalt, copper, gold, ionic liquids, lithium, neodymium, nickel, rothicite, silver, and tetrafluorides. These 11 materials are essential. Let me go on the star map and show you how I do it. Once I have set up all the outposts, go to Venus, wait 24 to 48 hours, That's gonna give you the best chunk of time for your 24 hours waiting time. Alpha Centauri, on the holy planet, moon, whatever it is, moon of Olivas, I have my nickel and cobalt. Then on Sirius, where you will get the planet Sirius 2, and here you have your lithium. You can also have nickel. So it is up to you how you want to organize them. This is how I organize them. Then Tau Ceti for me has the neodymium on Tau Ceti 2A, and then on Tau Ceti 3 I have my tetrafluorides and copper. Also, I name the outpost, so I know exactly where to go and what to take. After, for the other elements, I'll go to Altair. And here I have Altair 3 as my gold. Altair 1 has my silver. And Altair 4C, the moon of Altair 4, is where I have my tungsten. I'm not going to collect this every time, it's just when I do my outpost. When you build your outpost, you will need tungsten for extractors, you'll need nickel and this kind of stuff. So these are the mandatory materials. If you don't want to set up outposts for this, just go to a vendor and buy all these items, wait 24 hours, buy them again, and when you have a couple of hundreds, you're probably good to go. After that, I set up camp on Beta Andraste. And here I will have my antimony. You can get gold here as well. And then the last one is Carinae. This is pretty much non-negotiable for your Rothicite because it's the only place where you can find it. I've checked a good 80% of the planet. I couldn't find another Rothicite resource on any other moon or planet. And this is gonna be where I collect. So this is the routes I'll do. And then I'll just go to my lab where I'm right now. Once I have everything collected, and I will just craft. So you will go to your Rothicite Magnet and you notice Rothicite and lithium are just raw materials. Semi-metal wafer and supercooled magnet require other materials and other tier 1 components. And these two, you will have nickel and cobalt to craft your isocentered magnets, which, by the way, when you craft them, obviously you're going to get the XP as well. And that's exactly like the adaptive frames because these are common materials. The isotopic coolant, you'll need your ionic liquids and tetrafluorides, and you get another 108 XP. And I would suggest craft this 1,000 each time. So craft it 10 times each, right? Then the other thing you'll need is a supercooled magnet, right? So once you've done those two, you go and make your supercooled magnet, and you craft 1,000 of these. And now this one, because it's a rare material, you're gonna get 2 XP for it. So you're already getting the XP for the adaptive frames, you get the double XP for the supercooled magnet. And once you've done that, you're gonna get your semi-metal wafer. And to get that, you need to craft 0 wires. And 0 wires are common, just like the adaptive frames, so you get again another 108 XP. And you craft that multiple times. And then when you do your semi-metal wafer, which is rare, you get another 2 XP for each craft. I've just leveled up again and I'm level 140. Right? And once you have all these things, you will craft your Rothicite Magnet, which is very, very heavy, but you get yourself your 871 XP. This is much more beneficial for console players because with a controller, it's a lot slower compared to mouse and keyboard to craft, because mouse and keyboard, I'll just press my E, right? Click with the mouse. I can craft very fast, right? There you go. 3 clicks, I've got 2,500 XP almost, because I promised you a list. I had to put this down because, you know, it's not that easy to get all the elements, but these are your elements. So for the Rothicite Magnet, lithium and Rothicite. Very easy. For the semi-metal wafer, antimony and gold, raw mats, and then silver and copper, you create a 0 wire. Very easy. Then for the supercooled magnet, you'll need neodymium as a raw material, and then tetrafluorides and ionic liquids to make your isotopic coolant, then nickel and cobalt to make your isocentered magnet, and then you do your supercooled magnet. Once you have your supercooled magnet and your semi-metal wafer, you craft your Rothicite Magnet. You'll get 2 XP for this, 1 XP for this, 1 XP for this, 1 XP for this, 2 XP for this. And that's before you even go into crafting your 8 XP Rothicite Magnet. Build yourself a couple of outposts, 11, 15, whatever. You do this once. It's a 2-3 hours tops. And then you just collect. It takes 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes to go and collect everything, 10 minutes to craft as many as you need, and maximum half an hour you get the levels you require. Then you can go by your day. And then you don't have to do anything else. Once you want to get more levels, let's say you go and do some missions, you go and do other stuff, a few days later you want to try a different skill and you need 2 skill points. And you made the challenges and you need 2 skill points. You go, do 1 fast collection, craft your magnets, get yourself the XP, and then move with your day, half an hour. So you don't have to spend enormous amounts of time doing it. It's the best value for your time. The Vitinium Fuel Rod, it's also a unique manufactured component, but this one gives you 10 XP, so there's 2 extra XP. However, it is more difficult to create, simply because your nuclear fuel rod requires solvent. And the solvent, I have no means of crafting it myself as of now. If there's any way, please do let me know in the comments, so we can probably cover this one as well. But this one is, if you can get reliably the solvent without having to go to a vendor, wait 24 hours for him or her to give you only 20 pieces, which is definitely not gonna work, right? But if you can reliably get solvent, like in the thousands of units, like 10,000 units each collection, so to speak, then this Vitinium Fuel Rod becomes the best XP you can get in game. I haven't went into cooking and I haven't went into gardening or other things, so I don't know if there's any means to get that. But as far as components go, the easiest and best value for your time is Rothicite Magnet, because you have full control over your crafting. It gives you almost as much XP as the fuel rod, the Vitinium one. Don't take my word for it. Go and do it yourself and experiment with it yourself. And see for yourself if it's not worth it, especially for console players, but for PC as well. You don't want to sit there 2 hours crafting adaptive frames. And it's a lot more fun when you build your outpost and you have your logistics going on, so you have to keep under control your materials, your units, you have to put defenses down. Pirates are gonna attack your outpost once you have a lot of them. I find it pretty fun and enjoying to play really with the outposts, give a little bit of depth to the planets and exploration that otherwise seems quite barren and, you know, unfulfilling. But trust me, go and do that, and then let me know in the comments if you find any other method or if you enjoyed this method. Other than that, enjoy the rest of your day and have a great time. Watch it.